Here in the I button and in description box below, you will get complete playlist of discrete mathematics. Welcome to video number 2 of relations. And in this video, we are going to discuss operations on relations. If you have gone through my video of in that chapter, that is set theory, I have discussed various operations on sets. Exactly in the same way we are going to learn here in this video, that is operations on relations. Okay, before I start this video, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and if you learn something from my videos, then please hit the like button and do share the playlist of this chapter, okay, of this chapter, that is discrete mathematics, with your friends, and in this way only you are going to support me. So let us start with a new topic, that is operations on relations. So the first operation that is performed on relations are union. Okay, union of two relations, that is R1 and R2. Let's say we have two relations R1 and R2, and union of these two relations, that is R1 union R2, is going to give me A comma B. Yes, this is in ordered form. Okay, yes, this is an ordered pair. So A comma B, such that A comma B belongs to R1 or A comma B belongs to R2. Okay, this A comma B may belong to R1 or R2. Okay, yes, it may belong either R1 or R2. Now we'll come to the second operation, that is intersection of two relations R1 and R2. Okay, in the same way as we seen in the first part, okay, that is union of two relations. Here we are going to see intersection of two relations R1 and R2. So intersection mean common between. Okay, yes. So R1 intersection R2 is equals to A comma B. This is again in an ordered pair. Okay, yes, such that A comma B belongs to R1 and it means this has to be present in both the relations. Okay, R1 and R2. A comma B belongs to R1 and A comma B belongs to R2. Okay, here A comma B must belong to R1 as well as R2, but in the case of union, it may belongs to, okay, R1 or R2. Okay, so first and second part is over. Now we'll come to the third part, that is complement of a relation. Third part is complement of relation, which is denoted by R to the power C or R bar or R dash, or you can say this is R prime. Okay, yes. So these all are what? Complement of relation. These all are denoted notations used for complement of relations. Let's say we have two sets A and B, and the elements present in set A are A and B. Sets elements present in the set B are 1, 3 and 5. Sorry, 1, 3 and 5 are the elements present in set B. A and B are the elements present in set A. Okay, yes. If you want to find what is Cartesian product of two sets, that is A and B, that is, okay, here A cross B. Okay, A cross B, that is A comma 1, A comma 3, A comma 5, comma A comma 1, A comma 3, A comma 5. These all are the, yes, elements which are written in ordered form. Okay, ordered pair. Okay, since A cross B is itself a set, so it is enclosed by curly bracket. Okay, yes, yes. So let's say we have some relation R. Okay, we have a relation that is R, and the elements which are in ordered pair are A comma 3, B comma 1, B comma 3. Okay, here you can see, yes, and since we know that this R is a subset of A cross B. Okay, so you can see A comma 3 is present here, B comma 1 is present here, B comma 1 is present here, and B comma 3 is present here. Okay, A comma 3, B comma 1, B comma 3. Okay, yes. Now we are interested in finding the complement of this set. Okay, we are looking for the complement of this relation R. Okay, so we need to take those elements which are present in A cross B but not present in R, like A comma 1. This is not present in this relation R. So in R dash, that is complement of this relation R, is the first element is A comma 1. Okay, now you can see second element, that is A comma 5, not present in R, so this is A comma 5. Now again here, yes, this is B comma 5, this is again not present in this relation R, so we need to write this in R dash. Okay, order doesn't matter. It means we can write first A comma 5, then A comma 1, then B comma 5, or you can write B comma 5, then A comma 1, then A comma 5. Okay, order doesn't matter, but yes, this order pair, okay, order of this pair matters. Okay, you cannot write 1 comma A. here you can write this part, that is b comma 5, and here you can say that is a comma 1 here, but you cannot write a comma 1 instead of a comma 1 you cannot write 1 comma a or 5 comma a. That is wrong. Okay, yes. So on comparing this, you will get one thing, that is what is r dash. R dash is a cross b minus r. If you remove all the elements of r from this r a cross b, you will get r dash. Okay, so here you can get this, that is, yes, r dash is equals to a comma b such that a comma b belongs to a cross b, but a comma b does not belongs to this relation r. Okay, I repeat this once again. R dash equals to a comma b, which is in ordered pair, such that a comma b, again written in ordered pair, belongs to a cross b, but a cross b, which is in ordered pair, does not belongs to relation r. Okay, now here we need to know one thing. In set theory, we have taken this as universal set. Okay, in set theory we have taken this as universal set, and let's say this is another set, that is a. Okay, so here you can say, yes, this is my universal set, and within this there is a set a. Okay, yes. Now here if this hatching part, if you want to know what is a complement, okay, then a complement is what? Hatching part of. Okay, yes. Within this box, if you remove this, okay, within this box, that is within this universal set, if you remove all the elements that is placed in this set a, you will get what? A complement. Okay, so here a union a complement, a union a complement is going to give me universal set. Okay, yes. If you include this hatching part with this set a, this whole is going to give me universal set. But in the case of relations, this set a is replaced with r. Okay, that is relation, and this universal set is also replaced with a cross b. Okay, so this is considered as a cross b, and this is considered as r. Now this hatching part is what? This hatching part is r dash. Now r union r dash, r, okay, this is r and this is r dash, is going to give me this whole part, that is a cross b. Now again, a intersection a dash, a intersection a dash, if you see, there is nothing common between this part and this hatching part, so the result will be empty set. Okay, here again, if you see relation, then this is intersection, relation, intersection, complement of this relation is again what? This is, yes, that is empty set. Okay, yes. Now we'll come to the fourth part, that is inverse of a relation. Let's say we have any relation whose elements are in the ordered pair. Okay, that is a comma 3, b comma 1, b comma 3. If you want to find the inverse of this relation, then we need to swap each and every element, okay, in the ordered pair. That is, here we have a comma 3, so in the inverse of this r relation we need to write 3 comma a. Here in the relation we have b comma 1, so in r inverse we need to write 1 comma b. In relation we have third element that is in ordered pair, that is b comma 3. In r inverse we need to write this in 3 comma a. Okay, or in other words we can say that is r inverse is equals to b comma a. We need to swap this. Okay, yes, simply swap the position of these elements, b comma a in place of a comma b. Okay, b comma a is going to give me inverse of this relation r. So b comma a such that a comma b belongs to r. And there is another key point, that is, yes, here you can see the cardinal number for this r, okay, is how much? 1, 2, 3. Again, if you see, the cardinal number of r inverse is again how much? 1, 2 and 3. So we can say cardinal number for both relations as well as inverse of this relation will be same. Okay, I repeat this once again. If you find in cardinal number for this relation r, that is how much? 1, 2, 3. Again, if you want to find the cardinal number for r inverse, or you can say inverse of this relation r, that is r inverse equals to how much? 1, 2, 3. Again, both are same, so we can say there is an important point in the case of inverse of a relation, that is cardinal number of r as well as r inverse, both are same. Okay, so in this video, what is very much important, that is you need to know, yes, a union a dash is equals to universal. Since we have already gone through this in the set theory, here in the relation you need to know, that is r union r dash is going to give me a cross b. In the same way, In the set theory, we have learned this, that is A intersection A dash equals to phi. Okay, so R intersection R dash is going to give me again empty set, that is phi. Thank you so much.